Hope so screen is visible for everyone. Yes, screen is visible. Okay. Our third unit is Introduction to SQL. Okay. In this unit, we will learn the SQL in details. In that, we will cover the overview of SQL, SQL data definition, SQL data types, integrity constraint, basic structure of SQL queries, type of SQL commands like DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, statements, okay? And basic SQL includes the select, from, where, group, by, having. These are the clauses, basic SQL clauses. We will all learn all these things in this unit, okay? So let's start with the point introduction to SQL. Okay. Yes. Yes, now concentrate over here, everyone. As we know, SQL stands for Structured Query Language. Structured query language. It is used for storing and managing data in relational database management system. That is the RDBMS. Okay. Whatever we are concept are learning in DBMS, these are mostly related to the RDBMS, that is the relational database management system. And relation is nothing but the we are storing our data in the form of table. Okay. So it is a structured query language and it is used for storing and managing the data. Okay. It is a standard language of relational database management systems. Okay. It enables a user to create database, read the content of the database. If you want to update the data, you can update the data using the SQL, then delete the relation database as well as the tables. All these kind of operations we can perform using the SQL. Okay. So all the RDBMS like MySQL, Informax, Oracle, MS Access, SQL Server uses the SQL as their standard database language. Okay. See, here the RDBMS products are the MySQL, Informax, Oracle, MS Access, SQL Server. All these are uses SQL as their data standard database language. Please note down these examples. Okay. Then SQL allows us to query the database in a number of ways using English-like statement. While we are firing the queries, we are using some, yes, it's a combination of the technical terms as well as the English language. We are using the where words, select words, which supports the English language too for easy purpose. So SQL design like that we have to understand in easy way. Okay. So rule to use SQL. These are the some terms and conditions. Structured query language, SQL is not a case sensitive, first of all. Just please note it down. It's not a case sensitive language. Like C programming language, it's a case sensitive language. Hope so you all are aware about the case sensitive concept. Yes, everyone knows the case sensitive. What do you mean by case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's good. Still, I will repeat. Suppose in C language, you are defining the integer int a. It's a small case. Then, and again, you are defining the int a in a capital. Then these two integers name are considered as a different. Okay, these two integer names are considered as a different because one is declared with the capital and another is declared with the small case. So that means it's a case sensitive language, C programming. But structure query language is not a case sensitive. But it's not a rule, but generally keywords in SQL are written in a uppercase. Okay. You can write the keywords in the lowercase too, but generally the keywords select where we are using some keywords in SQL2. These are written in uppercase. Okay. Hope so you all aware about the concept keywords. These are the reserved words. Okay. And the meaning of these words already known to the compiler. Okay. Or a product. Whatever is software we are using, the meaning of that word already known to the that tool. So that's why it's called as a keywords. Okay. This is the first rule. Note it down. Structure query language is not case sensitive. Okay. The next one is statement of SQL are dependent on text line. Statement of a SQL are dependent on text lines. We can use a single SQL statement on one or multiple text lines. We can use single statement on a multiple text lines. While we are using the query, exactly how to write query, at that time you will get this concept more in details. Don't worry about that. But here SQL are dependent on a text lines. Just remember these things. Using SQL statement, you can perform most of the action in the database. If you want to access the database, then most of the time, more than 90% we are using the SQL statements only. Okay. And SQL depends on the tuple relations, calculus, as well as the relational algebra. Okay. These are the rules to use for using the SQL. Just note it down. Okay. Now we will see the next point, overview of SQL. Okay, overview. IBM developed the original version of SQL. Who developed the SQL? IBM. Okay. But when it was developed, it was originally called as a SQL. SEQUEL, SQL. Here in your standard book, that is the code we are using for SQL, structured query language only, but in some books they are using the word SQL for, that is SQL query language, like that also. But it's a, originally when it was developed, then there is a word for SQL, that is the SQL, and it is a, as a part of the System R based project in early 1970. Okay, R based project, System R project means relational database related projects. Okay, R project means relational database related projects. The SQL language was evolved since then, means from 1970 we are using the SQL. The SQL language has evolved since then, and its name has changed to SQL, that is the structured query language. Now, nowadays, many products supports the SQL language, and SQL has clearly established itself as a standard relational database language. Okay, it's a standard relational database language. See, there are different kinds of database systems are available, but most popular and basic one is the relational database management system, that is the RDBMS. This is the primary database management system. Okay, for example, Oracle database. Oracle database, IBM DB2, Microsoft SQL Server, all these products supports the SQL language. These are the some examples. Whatever the products are available currently in the market, most of them are support the SQL language. These are the some popular example. Oracle database, IBM DB2, Microsoft SQL. Okay, just note it down. After that, in 1986, the American National Standard Institute, its short form is the ANSI, and the International Organization for Standardization, that is the ISO, published the SQL standard called the SQL 86. Okay, in 1986. ANSI published an extended standard for SQL, that is the SQL 89 in 1989. The next version of the that standard was a SQL 92 standard in 92. Okay, 9, and it is followed by the SQL 1999, SQL 2003, as well as the SQL 2006, and most recently we are using the SQL 2008. Okay. What are the points you feel the important one? Just note it down on your notebook. Now continue with the overview point. The SQL language has a several parts. The SQL language has a several parts. Let's see one by one. First is the data definition language. Data definition language, DML, that is the data manipulation language, integrity, again, view definition, transaction control, embedded SQL and dynamic SQL, and authorizations. These are the parts of SQL language. Okay. Data definition language. The SQL DDL provides the commands for defining a relation schema. We already saw the some concept of the DDL. Can anyone tell me the DDL concept? What's that? I think in unit 1, we saw the concept of the language, query language. In that, we have seen the different kind of language which comes under the SQL. Yes, DDL. SQL DDL provides a command for define a relation schema. If you want to create a new schema, you want to write the definition of that schema. Means overall designing comes under the DDL language. That is the data definition language. Okay. Defining the relation schema, deleting the relations, and modifying the relation schema. At that time, we are using the data definition language. Create command, alter command, drop commands. Okay. All these commands we will learn in this unit only. Okay. So related to the schema, designing of the database, the commands comes under the DDL language. Okay, is that clear? The next point is the data manipulation language. The SQL DML manipulation provides the ability to query information from the database and to insert a tuples into a database. Means now our database designing is ready, and you want to insert info, you want to insert a records, then the commands comes under, these commands comes under the data manipulation language. Okay, so to insert a tuples, then delete tuples, and if you want to modify the tuples are nothing but the rows. We are performing the action of on row, inserting, deleting. Then we are using the DML commands, or we are using the DML language. Okay. Again, the next point is the integrity. The SQL DDL includes the commands for specifying the integrity constraint that the data stored in the database must satisfy. Update that violate the integrity constraints are disallowed. Okay. See, integrity means we are applying some constraints, some rules on our database, means primary key, foreign key, as well as we are applying the domains constraint. And suppose you want to update the record which is not valid with related to that integrity, that record is disallowed. So that is nothing but the integrity. You should maintain the integrity. Suppose take any example of any organization, any fields. Rules are the integral part of any organizations. If it is a professional systematic organization is there, then there should be rules are included. Okay, it's an integral part. Like that, constraint or integrity, we have to follow that related to our database. And we are defining these integrities at the time of designing of our database. Okay. Now, the next part is the view definition. The SQL DDL includes the commands for defining the views. In which way we have to display the record, uh, tables, relations. These commands comes under the SQL DDL. Okay, that is nothing but the view definition. आपला डेटाबेस टेबल कसा दिसला पाहिजे, या रिलेटेड कमांड्स हा एसक्यूएल डीडीएल च्या अंडर्स येतात. ओके, the next one is the transaction control. Of course, the database is there, then the transaction should be there. फॉर एक्झाम्पल डे टू डे लाईफ मध्ये तुम्ही एन नंबर ऑफ ट्रान्झॅक्शन गुगल पे वरून वगैरे करतात. व्हॉट एव्हर ट्रान्झॅक्शन इज हॅपनिंग, वी हॅव टू अपडेट दॅट ट्रान्झॅक्शन. अपडेटेड पाहिजे ना. सपोज तुम्ही काहीतरी विड्रॉ करताय आणि ते अपडेट होत नाहीये बँकिंगच्या रेकॉर्ड्स मध्ये, तर कसं चालेल, बँक बुडून जाईल ना. Like that, transaction control. SQL includes the commands for specifying the beginning and ending of the transactions. Then embedded SQL and dynamic SQL. Embedded and dynamic SQL defines how SQL statements can be embedded within the general purpose programming language such as C, C++, as well as the Java. Yes, in these language also we are using embedded as well as the dynamic SQL. Okay, and how to use that one, the all the details comes under the embedded SQL as well as the dynamic SQL. Okay, and the last point is in the SQL different part, the authorization. The SQL detail includes the commands for specifying the access rights to relations as well as the views. Yes, ऑथराइज आपण अकॉर्डिंग टू द युजर टाइप्स हे ऑथॉरिटी देतो की जो DBA चा व्ह्यू आहे आपला टेबल बघण्याचा, तोच एंड युजरचा नसणार आहे. त्याची ऑथॉरिटी वेगळी आहे, DBA ची ऑथॉरिटी ही वेगळी आहे. म्हणजे त्या रिलेटेड कमांड सुद्धा DDL च्या अंडर येतात. ओके, आपण ओव्हरव्ह्यू मध्ये हिस्ट्री पासून स्टार्ट केलं होतं, नंतर कसं कसं मार्केटमध्ये सुरुवात झाली, कसे चेंजेस होत गेले हे पाहिलं. त्याच्यानंतर आपण एसक्यूएल चे डिफरंट पार्ट्स कुठले आहेत, सेव्हरल पार्ट्स ते बघितले. जस्ट लिस्ट डाउन द मेन पॉइंट्स. That is the DDL, DML, these are the several parts: integrity, view definition, transaction controls, embedded SQL, and the dynamic SQL authorization. Till now, is there any doubt?
No,
Okay. Just note down all the points. Okay. Let's move to the next point. That is the SQL data definitions. SQL data definition language is used to create relation with specified schemas. Okay. To create a relations, to create a table, then we are using the data definition language. In addition to specifying the names and types of relation attributes. See, while we are creating the schema, at that time we have to specify the name as well as the types of relation attributes. म्हणजे आपण आता सपोज स्टुडंट रेकॉर्ड क्रिएट करायचं असेल, the name of the relation, अगेन त्याच्या अंडर काय ऍट्रिब्यूट्स येणार आहे आणि प्रत्येक ऍट्रिब्यूटच्या अंडर कुठल्या टाईपचा डेटा टाईप हा इन्क्लुडेड असेल, ह्या सगळं आधीच आपल्याला द्यावे लागतात while we are creating our database. ओके, थोडे पॉइंट्स लक्षात येत असतील होप सो. आपल्याला डिझाइन करताना म्हणजे आपण जेव्हा नवीन टेबल तयार करतो तर त्या टेबलचं नाव काय असेल, त्या टेबलच्या अंडर आपण ऍट्रिब्यूट्स किती असतील, 4 आहेत 5 आहेत हे डिसाइड करतो. त्या ऍट्रिब्यूटचे नाव काय आहेत आणि परत सपोज तो स्टुडंट हा डेटाबेस असेल तर रोल नंबरच्या अंडर हे काय येतील, इंटिजर्स व्हॅल्यू येतील. त्याचं नेम असेल तर कॅरेक्टर्स व्हॅल्यू असतील. तर हे सगळं आपण आधीच स्पेसिफाय करतो की दिस ऍट्रिब्यूट शुड कंटेन दिस टाइप ऑफ व्हॅल्यूज. ओके, so the meaning of this is the addition to specify the names as well as the types of relation attributes. Okay, SQL also allows the specifying the integrity constraint such as the primary key constraints, foreign key constraint. आणि तेच की आपण एकदा आता आपल्याकडे रिलेशन नेम विथ इफ ऍट्रिब्यूट्स आहेत तर आपल्याला तो त्यापैकीच एक आपल्याला प्रायमरी की दाखवायची असेल तर आपण जेव्हा आपण डेटाबेस डिझाईन करतो आहोत, रिलेशन डिझाईन करत आहोत, तेव्हाच तिथे सांगतो की दिस वन इज द वर्क ऍज अ प्रायमरी की फॉर धिस टेबल. ओके, आणि मग फॉरेन की वगैरे पण आपण रेफर करत असेल तर आपण तेही सांगतो की इकडे ही फॉरेन की आहे म्हणून. The set of relation in a database must be specified to the system by means of the data definition language. The set of relations in a database must be specified to the system by means of data definition language. Means आता दोन टेबल्स n number of आपण टेबल्स तयार केले आहेत, रिलेशन्स तयार केलेले आहेत आणि आपल्याला आता रिलेशन्स दाखवायचे आहेत. Yes, any database is a collection of table which are interrelated. That means we have to show the relation between these tables. Okay. The SQL DDL allows specifying a specification of not only set of relations but also information about each relations, including the schema for each relations. Design का आहे, the types of values associated with each attributes. Okay, the integrity constraint, the set of indices to be mentioned for each relation. Then security as well as the authorization information for each relation. A relation is nothing but the table. आपण टेबल जेव्हा आपण DDL कमांड्स यूज करून जेव्हा टेबल तयार करतो तर आपण काय काय करू शकतो ह्या गोष्टी इथं सांगितल्या आहेत थेरॉटिकली. पण या जेव्हा आपण कमांड्स यूज करू तेव्हा तुम्हाला अजून क्लिअर होतील. So don't worry about this. The security as well as the authorization information for each relation and physical storage structure for each relation on a disk. Okay. या सगळ्या टर्म्स ह्या SQL डेटा DDL च्या अंडर येतात. Just note it down. There is a reminder for you students on Monday. There is a test on Unit 2. So be prepared. I already shared the PPTs, okay, as well as the reference books also available. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So please go through it. like unit 1, unit 2 also online 20 marks test. Be prepared for the same, as well as I also share the tutorial 1 form link. Just write it down and upload as soon as possible. Next Friday is the deadline for you people. Okay, is there any doubt till now?
No, ma'am.
Okay.